Hello, and welcome back to Fluent English, your space to listen, repeat, shadow, and learn English at a slow, natural pace. I'm Tom, and I'm happy you're here. In this episode, I speak slowly. I use clear, simple words, and I repeat ideas so you can shadow my voice, practice your speaking, and build your confidence step by step. Today, we will talk about how to describe your day in English. Not just short sentences, but full ideas. What do you do in the morning? What happens in your afternoon? What is your evening routine like? By the end of this episode, you will be able to talk about your day in English using clear and natural sentences. Let's begin. Why is it important to practice talking about your day in English? It is important because your day is real. It is something that happens to you every day. You know it well. You do not need to search for words or ideas. You do not need to talk about history, science, or politics. You just need to talk about your life. You can say what time you wake up. You can say what you eat for breakfast. You can say if you go to work or stay at home. You can say how you feel, tired, busy, happy, or relaxed. And here is the best part. When you describe your own day, you are practicing real English, useful English, English that you can use with other people in real life. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to try. When you talk about your day, you begin to think in English. You begin to speak more naturally. You use simple, complete sentences. You stop translating in your head. And you feel more confident when speaking.
Let's take an example. Imagine you are meeting someone new. They ask, "What did you do today?" If you have practiced talking about your day before, you can answer. You can say, "I woke up at 7. I went to work. I had coffee and answered emails. In the evening, I made dinner and watched TV." Now, that is a full conversation. That is real communication. And that is your goal. Even if you are alone, even if you are not in an English class, even if you are shy, you can still practice speaking English by talking about your day. So, whenever you do not know what to say, start with something simple. What did I do today? What time did I wake up? What did I eat? Where did I go? What did I do in the evening? These are good questions. They help you remember vocabulary. They help you build strong English habits. They help you think in full sentences without stress. You can do this in the morning to talk about yesterday. You can do this in the evening to review today. You can even record yourself and listen back. The key is to keep it simple. Use the English you know. Do not worry about mistakes. Just speak. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes. 1 sentence today, 2 sentences tomorrow, a whole story next week. So, today, let's build that skill together, step by step, word by word, 1 real sentence at a time. Okay, let's start at the beginning of the day, the morning. Morning is a very important part of your day. It sets the mood, it gives you energy,
and it is a perfect time to speak and think in English, even for a few minutes. Now, let's practice some simple morning sentences together. Repeat each one slowly, just like shadowing. Let's go. I wake up. Now you repeat. I open my eyes. Now you repeat. I look at the clock. Now you repeat. It is 7 o'clock. Now you repeat. I get out of bed. Now you repeat. I walk to the bathroom. Now you repeat. I brush my teeth. Now you repeat. I wash my face. Now you repeat. The water is cold. Now you repeat. I feel awake now. Now you repeat. I get dressed. Now you repeat. I wear pants and a shirt. Now you repeat. I go to the kitchen. Now you repeat. I make breakfast. Now you repeat. I eat toast and fruit. Now you repeat. I drink coffee. Now you repeat. The coffee is hot. Now you repeat. It tastes good. Now you repeat. I feel happy. Now you repeat. Very good. Now let's put some of these sentences together into a short story about a morning. You can listen first, then shadow. I will leave a space for you to repeat. My morning is simple. I wake up at 7. I get out of bed. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I get dressed. I go to the kitchen. I make coffee. I eat breakfast. Then I am ready for my day. Now let's shadow a longer story together. I will say one sentence. You repeat it. We will go slowly. Every morning, I follow a routine. Now you repeat. First, I wake up and turn off my alarm. Now you repeat. Then I sit on my bed for 1 minute. Now you repeat. After that, I stand up and stretch my arms. Now you
repeat. I walk slowly to the bathroom. Now you repeat. In the bathroom, I brush my teeth carefully. Now you repeat. I used toothpaste and brush for 2 minutes. Now you repeat. Next, I wash my face with soap and water. Now you repeat. The cold water feels nice on my skin. Now you repeat. After the bathroom, I choose my clothes. Now you repeat. I like to wear comfortable clothes. Now you repeat. Then I go to the kitchen to make food. Now you repeat. I usually eat eggs or cereal. Now you repeat. I always drink a big cup of coffee. Now you repeat. I sit at the table and eat slowly. Now you repeat. I think about my day. Now you repeat. I feel calm and ready. Now you repeat.
Excellent. You are doing very well. Now, let's move to the afternoon, the middle part of the day. Many people are busy in the afternoon. Some people go to work. Some people go to school. Some people stay home. Whatever you do, the afternoon is a good time to use English. Even if you are busy, you can still listen. You can still repeat. You can still practice, even for just 5 or 10 minutes. Let's learn some common afternoon sentences. Try to repeat after me, slowly and clearly. I eat lunch at 1 o'clock. Now you repeat. Lunch is a big meal for me. Now you repeat. After lunch, I go back to work. Now you repeat. Sometimes I feel sleepy after eating. Now you repeat. I drink water to feel awake. Now you repeat. I check my computer for emails. Now you repeat. I write emails to my colleagues. Now you repeat. I have a meeting in the afternoon. Now you repeat. The meeting is long. Now you repeat. The meeting is long. After the meeting, I take a break. Now you repeat. After the meeting, I take a break. I walk outside for 5 minutes. Now you repeat. I walk outside for 5 minutes. The sun is bright. Now you repeat. The sun is bright. The air is fresh. Now you repeat. The air is fresh. I feel better after my walk. Now you repeat. I feel better after my walk. I finish my work at 5 o'clock. Now you repeat. I finish my work at 5 o'clock. I turn off my computer. Now you repeat. I turn off my computer. I clean my desk. Now you repeat. I clean my desk. I am done for the day. Now you repeat. I am done for the day. Great job! Now, let's listen to a story about an afternoon. Then, we will shadow it together. My afternoon is busy. I eat lunch at my desk. After lunch, I work on my computer. I read many emails. I write many replies. At 3 o'clock, I have a meeting. We talk about our project. After the meeting, I feel tired. I drink tea and eat a small cookie. Then I work again until 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, I close my computer, I stand up and put on my jacket. I say goodbye to my friends. Then I go home. Now, let's shadow this story sentence by sentence. My afternoon is busy. Now you repeat. I eat lunch at my desk. Now you repeat. After lunch, I work on my computer. Now you repeat. I read many emails. Now you repeat. I write many replies. Now you repeat. At 3 o'clock, I have a meeting. Now you repeat. We talk about our project. Now you repeat.
After the meeting, I feel tired. I drink tea and eat a small cookie. Then I work again until 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, I close my computer. I stand up and put on my jacket. I say goodbye to my friends. Then I go home. Perfect! You are speaking in full sentences. Now
Let's talk about the evening and night. Evening is a special time. It is a time to relax and review the day. Let's repeat some useful sentences. I arrive home at 6 o'clock. I take off my shoes at the door. I put my bag on the chair. I sit on the sofa to rest. I feel tired but happy. I decide what to eat for dinner. Sometimes I cook simple food. Sometimes I order food from a restaurant. I eat dinner at the table. I eat slowly and enjoy the food. After dinner, I wash the dishes. I clean the kitchen. Then I have free time. I watch television. I read a book. I call my family. I talk about my day. At 10 o'clock, I get ready for bed. I brush my teeth again. I wash my face again. I put on my pajamas. I go to my bedroom. I lie down in my bed. I close my eyes. I fall asleep.
My evening is quiet. I come home from work. I change into comfortable clothes. Then I cook dinner. Tonight, I make pasta. It is easy and delicious. After dinner, I watch an English show on TV. I listen carefully. I try to understand the words. At 9 o'clock, I read a book for 20 minutes. Reading helps me relax. Then I get ready for bed. I brush my teeth. I think about my day. It was a good day. I feel thankful. I go to sleep at 10:30. Now it is your turn to shadow the evening story. My evening is quiet. Now you repeat. I come home from work. Now you repeat. I change into comfortable clothes. Now you repeat. Then I cook dinner. Now you repeat. Tonight I make pasta. Now you repeat. It is easy and delicious. Now you repeat. After dinner, I watch an English show on TV. Now you repeat. I listen carefully. Now you repeat. I try to understand the words. Now you repeat. At 9 o'clock, I read a book for 20 minutes. Now you repeat.
Reading helps me relax. Now you repeat. Then I get ready for bed. Now you repeat. I brush my teeth. Now you repeat. I think about my day. Now you repeat. It
was a good day. Now you repeat. I feel thankful. Now you repeat. I go to sleep at 10:30. Now you repeat.
Excellent work today. You have listened to a full daily routine. You practiced new vocabulary. You repeated full sentences. And most importantly, you tried to speak in English. This is real progress. You are not just studying English. You are using English. You are living in English, one sentence at a time. Keep building your confidence. Keep practicing your daily routine until it feels easy. Now come back to this episode often. Listen again, shadow again, and each time add more to your story. This is Fluent English. I'm Tom, and I am proud of your effort. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Goodbye for now.